right, we're making chicken here in the kitchen with a bit of a kick. How does Jalapeno Popper Chicken sound?
Sounds lovely. Caroline Gray, editor of Easy Food magazine, has joined us this morning. You're not a fan of spicy food, Caroline? No. I am.
Well, it suits both, because the great thing, so jalapeno popper, it's kind of this trend in like it's an appetizer, I suppose.
Okay.
And you can do loads with it now. So it's basically a jalapeno with cream cheese and, say, cheddar. But it's great because there's a little bit of a kick, but the cream cheese does a great job of totally balancing it out. So even if you're not a fan of spice, this is a great one to try.
And would you feed it to kids? Or would their eyes water?
Their eyes definitely won't water.
Okay.
It's definitely, I promise, it's not going to be, you know, it's a perfect family meal, actually.
All right, let's get started.
Great. So what we're going to do, we're starting with just a normal chicken fillet here, and then we're going to just butterfly it. So you just take your knife, start at the thickest part of it, and cut through, but you don't want to cut all the way through to the other end.
So like a book?
Exactly, just like a book. So you can kind of just ease it open a little bit more.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is just cover it with a bit of cling film.
And then you're going to beat the bejesus out of it.
Beat the bejesus out of it. And like I said, so it's a really nice, easy family meal. And it's great because you can actually make it ahead of time, pop it in the freezer, and then cook it when you need it.
And I like alternative ways of cooking chicken other than on the pan, on the hob, because it can dry out.
And this is
the danger with chicken, isn't it?
Yeah.
This really helps in stuffing it.
This helps stuffing it. This makes it nice and even so that way when you're adding the filling, you're not getting like a big chunk of chicken anywhere and it just folds nicely.
Okay.
So we're starting with, this is just some cream cheese with chives in it. Lovely. And you want to have like a good quality cream cheese just so that it doesn't split or it doesn't separate when it's cooking in the chicken. So we have the cream cheese. We're going to add some cheddar, just grated cheddar, some chopped spring onions.
Lovely, bit of colour.
And
here comes the heat.
Here comes the jalapenos. So that's 3 jalapenos chopped up.
And presuming if you are chopping away the jalapenos to get ready for this dish, you either wear the gloves that we like to wear or else you wash your hands a few times.
Exactly. That is key.
You hear horror stories, don't you? People touching their eyes.
That's the thing. Now, on the scale of peppers, jalapenos are quite mild.
Okay.
So that's good to know, but still definitely.
But you can help yourself by taking the membrane out and the vein and the seeds.
That's it, exactly. So just a small sharp knife and cut the seeds out, cut the membrane out, and you're going to remove a lot of the heat that way.
And then she put some more pepper in.
Some more pepper in it. Bit of salt. You have to season these things. You have to season them well. So we have the mixture all combined here, and it's nice and, you know, it's not too watery, it's not too thin. And then so straight just into the middle of the chicken.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Into the middle.
Into the middle, and then you're just going to fold it right over.
That's already making me think of various different things I could do now with that in terms of, you know, bacon and cheese.
That's the thing. You can really, you know, adapt it to whatever you like. If you're not a big fan of heat, you know, try something a little more mild, like bacon, cheddar. Again, cream cheese is a really good ingredient for this because you want something that's going to kind of emulsify everything. So just a little bit more salt and pepper.
And how long do they go into the oven for, Carla?
Well, they're going to go into the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. But before we get them in there, we are going to coat it and get a nice kind of breadcrumb. So this is just the juice of 1 lime.
She's making chicken Kievs out of it.
There we go. A little bit of oil.
I thought chicken poppers were the small, little bite-sized ones that you sort of hand to
Yeah, chicken poppers you find those on a lot of menus that way.
As in popcorn chicken that you get in various little. I see.
So then straight into the oil, and then have a nice little assembly line here.
Okay.
So we're going to just pop these in.
So they go into the oven for 20 minutes after, what is it, 180?
They go into the oven for 20 minutes at 220.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to get a nice kind of dark crust on them that way.
Why are you not using an egg wash as a matter of interest?
The lime adds a little bit more flavor.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, and then that way, again, it's just kind of adding a little bit more to it when, So here we have some that are cooked. Yes.
And reason that it only takes 20 minutes is because we
butterflied it, So the chicken's a little bit thinner, so that way you don't have to, you know, it's completely cooked through. And you can tell kind of once the cream cheese is kind of oozing out the sides there. That's when you know it's good.
When it comes to food.
Caroline, this looks fab. I'm looking forward to trying this.
And like that, it's just a great little family-friendly meal.
Thank you. And you've got wedges with it as well.
So we've got wedges, we've got a salad, and like you were saying, Simon, you can kind of dress it up any way you like. Again, if you just, we used Philadelphia in this one because, again, it's just you want a good quality that's not going to split or anything. And it's just something that you can kind of add any kind of flavors you want to it. This one had chives, but if you just use the plain, you know, if you had a bit of sun-dried tomatoes.
Or some chili chicken.
Exactly.
Chili chicken, we can
Enjoy.
put in some chili seeds. Thanks so much, Caroline. This is great.
Thank you, Caroline.
She was concentrating on our grub.
Yeah.
We'll see you back for dessert later on.